What's happening, guys? What's happening? What's good? What's good? I am back on the stream. Just comment, type in a 1 if you can hear me loud and clear. All right, just type in a 1 if you can hear me loud and clear. Why can't I see this though? Okay, there we go. Just type in a 1, guys. Type in a 1. Good afternoon. Hopefully we're good. I'm trying to share my stream as well to a group so that everybody else can join. Yeah, let me just send it now. What's good? What's good, guys? What's good? I'm gonna get to everything else shortly, right? Just help me confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. So today I'm back only during New York station. Why is it saying London? Whoa, someone says it's saying London. It's not supposed to say London. Yeah, it's not supposed to say London. Let's just change that. Yeah, but you guys are welcome to the stream. I'll try to look at gold in a bit, right? So that we try like just see what's happening there. But I gave like analysis earlier, right? And some of you guys saw it. Hopefully you just had a look at the chart. I haven't really executed any trade yet. Bro, this stream is supposed to say New York. Yeah, because this is New York station, right? Yeah, this is currently New York station. Yeah, I think it should be showing New York now. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is showing New York now. No doubt. Yeah, because this is currently not London. This is New York station, guys. What's happening? What's good? What's good? I think we should be live on TikTok as well. Let me just check here. I think we must be live on TikTok. Just type a 1, guys, if you can hear me loud and clear. It's saying London, yeah, but I think I changed it now. It's supposed to say New York. It's not London station. Do you think gold is gonna come back, bounce off? Okay, I'm gonna discuss that. Just give me a second. All right. I'll calm down to that. Help me like and share the stream, right? Help me like and share the stream. Have you taken any trade today? No, I haven't. I haven't taken any trade today. Help me like and share the stream, guys. Let's go. That's the reason why I came live, actually. Just so I can cut some trades with you guys. All right. Biggest reason why I came live. Yeah. Top the screen, guys. Let's freaking go. We are back on the stream. Top. I'll get to the chart in a bit. Yes, I missed the buy. Yeah, I missed that buy. Oh, it didn't have any much confirmation with regards to how I trade, so I just couldn't execute. You know, sometimes you don't have confirmation, right? You can be watching the charts and so on, but like, hey, no confirmation, no entry. In most cases, it's like that. I know about the high impact news. Yes, I am so aware that there's news coming up, and that's actually why I came here as well, because there's news coming up. Look at this. Today's what? Today's Thursday, 4th of June. No, this is not what I. Let me just check. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let's go, guys. Let's like and share the stream. Could be here for a little bit. Maybe share my trades and so on. But this is the actual breakdown I do have on gold. I shared it before the push up. Yeah. And I think I also did mention that I would. Whoa, let me see here. Unemployment claims. Yes. It's unemployment claims that's coming up. That's coming up in the next few minutes. Yeah, it is for sure. So there's unemployment claims coming up. You guys can see the screen for it, but like, I hope you know there's unemployment claims coming up, and it's quite interesting news. If I'm being honest, it's quite very interesting. I just want to wait and see what's going to happen with the numbers with regards to that, and then maybe we could make decisions together here. All right, it's not so aggressive, like so aggressive. It's moderate. It's got days, some days where markets would move, and you know, sometimes markets wouldn't. So I would say it's got its own days. I just started trading. Oh, nice, awesome. Hopefully you've joined my community already, because you find a lot of value inside there, especially for you being a beginner or you starting out your trading career. All right, guys. So if you check here, base of analysis here earlier when I posted my chart, and some of you guys probably saw it. I think I posted when price was somewhere here. Oh man, my subscription is out. Cool stuff. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, if you check, price I think was somewhere around this area. All right, and I did mention, if you were in the Telegram chat right now, you know that I spoke about something like this, right? So make sure you join Telegram channel if you guys are not. But I mentioned that there's this price point here that I'll be waiting to see if price could break it, then maybe we could sell. All right, but then price didn't do that. All right, price didn't do that. And I was also so clear about it that only if price gets to 45.50. 45.50 is somewhere here. All right, so price got here, pushed up, and I can't imagine why it did this, but I think I also noticed that there is some kind of volume. All right, like again, if you check, wait, here, give me a second, guys. So far away from some place with my stuff all the time. I don't even know our lady inside here. Yeah, he comes in and he just messes up stuff for me a couple of times. Yeah, anyway, I mentioned that if price only breaks 45.50, then we can go short. But if it doesn't, well, maybe we could range or probably go to the upside. But I was also looking at this zone here, right? There's this huge, strong seller zone. This is a very strong zone, right? Based off if price was below it. But I noticed that price shot up, and we can see the amount of volume here, right? This is good signs. Like, look at this volume. Look at this volume. There's lots of volume sitting. Let me show you. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of volume building up, rather. But there's lots of volume here. If I do something like this, let me see, from the lowest point here to this high point right there, you notice that there's lots of volume around this area here. Yeah, look at this. Kind of close to it, right? There's lots of volume there as well, right? And being the fact that there's volume, of course, we expect movements like this. My thought was to see if price could go down, but then it didn't do that. So I didn't take a trade. But now I'm seeing prices shot up. So what then can we look for, right? Two things here, right? First thing could be price is going to come back around this area to sort of like find support. Because guys, we all know this one thing for sure, right? If a resistance level is taken out, it always tends to like becoming a support level. And you know, we can't take away that fact. Or you can call this like it's a very simplified concept. Like it's so simple, so easy, and you know, is it so effective? Well, it is. It's a rule of trading. It's always been that. All right, so we can't take away that fact. So now I can stretch a fib right here, actually, because then this becomes an impulse move, right? This becomes an impulse from this low here to that New York high. That becomes like some kind of like an impulse. Well, it is actually not even some kind of like an impulse. It is actually. So if you stretch a fib from the lowest point being London to the highest point being New York Sessions open, guess what we are looking and waiting for? What happened? Just connecting here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, guess what we're waiting for? This is no longer a selling zone, so I'm going to take out this for now. All right, so I'm going to take out this. It's not a selling zone anymore, but rather could be regarded as a buying zone because price is literally above this level. All right, so I'll be waiting for two things, guys. Price to come here and then sort of like buy, because then we've also retested 4,500. All right, and we know 4,500 is like a very strong area. Okay, it's some kind of like a very unique psychology level per se, if I put it that way. Yeah, but let's see what the news does too. All right, because I think that's very important. Let's see what the news does, and then we could kind of like make some decisions as well. I do think that the news is just going to come and reject off this level. That's what I think. I think the news is going to come and just do something like this. All right. Yeah, it's going to come and do this, and then let's just like do something like that. That's what I think the news is going to do. This is what I think the news is going to do. Yeah, I'll leave this on my chart here so you guys know what I'm looking at. All right. So no trade today so far. If I take a trade, you guys get it here on the stream too. How about that? Yeah, let's like and share anyway. If I'm gonna take a trade, also would be that you guys are liking and sharing, and I'm here for some time. What time frame is that? This is a 15 minutes time frame, buddy. Should I put this up? It's a 15 minutes time frame. I trade mostly on a 15 minutes time frame lately. No special reason. It's just preference. I think you can trade on any time frame. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's just my preferred time frame to kind of like look for orders. Yeah, so this you're seeing here is a 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, I hope you see that. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. Like and share. Let's freaking go. My son's been messing up things here. Is it okay to hold buy positions while waiting for the news to be released in a few minutes? I don't think that's very safe, to be honest. I don't think it's safe. Yeah, I don't think it's a safe thing to do. Good afternoon, man. How are you doing, bro? How are you doing? No, it's not an indicator. What I showed you to look for volume is not an indicator. It's not. What news do we have today? We have unemployment claims. It's released every single week on a Thursday. Every single week on a Thursday. Yeah, every single week on a Thursday. But let's go, guys. Let's freaking go. We love you, bro. Appreciate, man. Appreciate. Love the transparency. Anytime I do this, every single time. Nothing to hide here. But hey, look, we're watching this level, huge psychology level. If price comes here, rejects off this area, or we create support, man, we're flying. We could fly all the way to maybe this area. Not even maybe. We could fly to this one. This is like 500 points away. Remember this level I showed you guys? Yeah, if I go on like a 4-hour time frame, you probably also remember that, right? Let me do this. And then I'm going to do something like that. Okay. Okay, this level is kind of like close to here. This is where my negative 27 level is as well. My fib level. Yeah, negative 27. So you realize that this is the area I'm looking at here. Yeah, this is it. So it's kind of stretched to that because maybe I'm trying to like just align. So if I push it here, the level itself is this one, all right, where price turned, right? But again, if I go down to like, let's say, if I go down to like 15, I kind of would need to stretch the level because then you can see here, right? Like readjust the level to the highest point around that area. So it kind of like becomes this. So that's why if you're looking at my chart now, you realize that it looks like that. All right. Yeah, cool stuff. But let's go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what else I got trading. Anyway, this is New York session. We are 22 minutes into New York session. Yeah, 22 minutes into New York session. Don't try to predict the markets, just follow it. Yeah, exactly. That's what you need to do. I held the buy after you mentioned area of interest. Okay, cool. What's your risk reward ratio? I want to trade with you on my funded account. Mostly my risk reward ratios is 1 to 3. If you check out most of my streams, you realize that my risk reward ratios is like 1 to 3. Guys, let's freaking like and share the stream. Just click like. Tap the screen as many times as you can. That goes a long way. All right? That freaking goes a long way. I've got 2 screens here. I've got one this side. I've got one here. So I keep just checking on what's happening here. Don't listen to anybody who's calling out signals in the chat, right? Please don't do that. TikTok people's fond of doing that. Yeah. You're not here for that. You're here to get proper analysis, here to understand what's happening in the markets. You're also here to kind of like learn my strategy and also just like get my psychology tips, right? Yeah, so anybody else who's telling you buy, sell, join my what, just forget about them. if they could do better, they would just do something like this too. Yeah, so just don't listen to that. Yeah, news in 7 minutes. Yes. We have unemployment claims in about 7 minutes from now. We'll see what happens anyway. We'll see what happens. Let's just relax. It's not so much of major news, but it kind of like has an impact on the markets as well. So yeah, let's see. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Yeah, I want to show you guys the news calendar. Some of you guys are wondering where we're getting all this stuff from, right? Yeah. Let me just show you guys. Oh. Yeah, so there's the news calendar right there. All right. This is Forex Factory. I use that most of the time. I could use Exodus site because Exodus does have also a similar platform. If you want to, you could use that as well. If I go here and check out, because this is June, right? So I'm gonna just go here like June 4th of June. I just want to filter. This is not important. This is not important. I'm gonna filter out these currencies. I don't trade these ones most of the time. I trade most of the dollars. So the news that we have now is this. You guys can see that, right? Yeah, unemployment claims in 4 minutes. Yes. So let's see what happens. What do you do where price is right now? What do I do where price is? I wait. Yeah, I wait. It's an NFP week. You guys saw what we went through yesterday, right? Yeah, some of you guys were part of the stream, and some of you guys in the VIP, you guys saw what we went through yesterday. It's not like we did the wrong thing because we end up making some money. We sold and price obviously dropped. But man, you guys saw how filthy the price action was. Like just for price to go down, it went down, went up, it ranged for a bit. Look at this. Look at this. This was yesterday. All right. I think we were selling somewhere here. Price went down, went up. It came down, it went up. It did whatever it was doing. It came down, it went up, and it was just doing whatever it was doing. That was the price action that we saw yesterday. We don't want to go through that today. No, we don't want to go through that today. Yeah, we're just better off patient and just wait for markets to come to our areas of interest. And then if it means taking a trade there, we'll take a trade there. If it means no taking a trade, we're just not going to take a trade. Yeah, yesterday was extremely choppy. It was very, very choppy. If you were trading yesterday, I know you felt that too. It was very choppy. Love the quality of the stream. Anytime, brother. We keep improving the streams every single time. We keep doing that. Gold might want to go down to 44.18. You could be right, brother. You could be right, actually. You could be right. But let's see what happens. We are roughly around 26 minutes into New York, right? Which is roughly 15 minutes candle. And the second is going to start in the next 4 minutes. Yeah. We used to make a lot of money on NFP. Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. Tomorrow's NFP. I'll come live here again. Yeah. My boss afternoon. Hey, man. How are you doing? Can I join your platform? Yeah. Just join my Telegram channel. I share most of my stuff in there too. My trades, updates, and whatever. Don't you think if you extend that trend line, you would see a breakout? Or if I extend this to something like that, yeah, it looks like a breakout, right? Yeah. Sadly, I don't trade like breakouts of trend lines and all that. I just put this here to understand, the flow of the market, like the structure the market is in. Like it's, just the highs up here, the lows this side. Yeah, and this could obviously as well be pushed to even something like this. Yeah, because this is where we have most of the touches according to the concept of trend lines, right? So for somebody who entered here too around London Station low, maybe they entered a buy, they made something based off trend line and whatever. But I don't trade like trend lines a lot. Personally, I don't. I could use them to understand the structure of the market, but not like use them for most of my decision making. I'll lie if I tell you I do that. I love how professional you are in trading. Thanks, brother. Thanks. You need to be professional. You need to take this as a career. If you treat it like a hobby and just one of those things. It's not going to work out for you. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. I traded like this, I think too late. I started trading as a career in my third year. Yeah, that's why it took me so long to be profitable. For the first 1, 2, 3 years, it was just on and off. Like some of you guys, right? You come around when you just feel like, and you know, for the fun of it. Yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't treat trading seriously my first, second, and third year. I never did. First year of studying wasn't something serious to me. I was trying to push other things as well, like, hey, you know, this is one of those things and whatever. Maybe it just works out for a few people and all that. Yeah, guys, news is coming out very soon. Let's see what's gonna happen. I'll show you the screen for the news and whatever. But let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's gonna happen in a few seconds, in like 20 seconds or something. Yeah, it's not so important news. Bear in mind, right? Though it's a very good measure for NFP. You can use it to understand NFP numbers. Maybe I'll talk about that soon as well. How you can use unemployment claims to understand NFP numbers that are oncoming. I'll share that with you guys very soon. What course was I doing? Banking and finance. I think the numbers are out. Yeah. Nothing crazy in terms of price action so far. The numbers are slightly more. That means it's very bad for the dollar. If the numbers are more. Let me show you guys. So look at this. All right. I want you guys to look at this. So these are the numbers for unemployment claims. All right. These ones right here. Okay. It's 225. 225. All right. Those are numbers. Normally unemployment claims records the number of people claiming to be unemployed in the United States every single week. There's some statistical system that they use for that. I don't really fully understand it. Some of you guys might, but I don't really fully understand it. But I think they say that the number of individuals who filled in for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week. Okay, past week. So this is last week's data, but every week is just like previous data. So that's how it works. But then if the number here is getting bigger, right? Like if let's say it's 225,000 against 214, all right? This means that the number of people claiming to be unemployed is increasing steadily, right? This affects the dollar in a much negative way, because if people who are unemployed, that number is increasing long term, do you know what happens? It means that there's no employment being created as much as of that period. All right, so we can say that based off this report, in this period, there's not much employment that's being created based off the variable itself. And that's why you can say, look at the effect here. The usual effect says, actual less than focused is good for the currency. Actual less than focused is good for the currency. So when the number is less, it's good for the currency. When the number is more, it's what? It's bad for the currency. Now, when the number is showing its rate, right? But I don't know. I don't know who brought this idea that if the number is red, then it means it's negative. That's not the case, guys. Never think like that. On most of these news calendars, if the number is red, doesn't mean that it's negative. If the number is green, doesn't mean that it's positive, right? Sometimes the number can be red to entail something different, all right? Because like in this case, the effect is, the number is red, yes, but the effect is what? The effect is what? It's obviously negative. Yeah, cool. Okay, negative for the dollar. But I've seen events where the number can be, let's say 300K and it's green. And you might think, whoa, this is a positive number. Sometimes it will be negative. But it just comes down to the type of news that you're obviously looking at as well. But yeah, so this number is good. Pointing towards a very weak dollar. All right, very weak dollar. Do I expect markets to move right now? No. Do I expect markets to still push a little bit to the downside? Yes. Am I still going to be waiting? Yes. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for price to pull back down here. All right. Yes, guys. So I don't mind waiting. We still have a couple hours into New York. New York ends at 5 p.m. Well, it extends like overlapping into other sessions. Okay, so it's the longest session anyway, because it's got like post hours that are still very active, like up to somewhere around like 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. CAT. So those post-market hours are still very active for New York. So yeah, we still have a long way. So the issue here is just waiting for good confirmation for markets to come to us. Yes, so let's see what's gonna happen. Can you please fund me with the $5, brother? What are you gonna make with $5 though? Convince me. What are you gonna make with $5? What kind of trades are you gonna open with the $5? Do you still do full margin on A+ setup sometimes? Not full margin. No, I don't do full margin. You might see me double my account on one trade. It's still not full margin. Everything is calculated. I calculated the loss mostly. So I was willing to lose a portion of my account to make maybe 100% of it. It's not a very sustainable system or sustainable approach. If you have a very small account, I would not recommend doing that. All right. And also, if you've got one account that you trade, I would not recommend doing that too. All right. Yeah. If you have multiple accounts and maybe you have like maybe like a healthy account balance. Healthy account balance could be you have like 5K in your account and maybe 10K USD, and that's very healthy. You can do a lot with that. You can do a lot with like 50K, 100K. You can do a lot. But if you have like, let's say $200, $300, $400, $500, it's just not so healthy of an account. All right. So you want to take it easy, right? The approach you want to use is more of a compounding approach. And I preach that message all the time. Compounding is one trade at a time as markets obviously move, right? So guys, let's see here. Let's look at the recent 30 minutes candle. Recent 30 minutes candle closed bearish. It didn't break the low of the recent one, which is very good. This candle is creating a high first before it can push to the downside. I hope you see that, right? Every candle needs to, after a bearish candle, the next candle needs to open because it has to move in the same direction as the recent candle overall, okay? That happens 90% of the time, okay? So if it has to do that, it needs to create a high first before it can go down, right? This is what we're waiting for. If that doesn't happen, it still means that the volume is so persistent, right? And we could see where else we could look for a trade. Well, if price was to close also above here, I might still look for a trade, but we'll see. We need some very good confirmation there. We need some very good confirmation. We might need some good confirmation if that's the case. Let's see. Anyway, still a long way to go here. Let's like and share, guys. Let's top the screen. We almost at like 30K likes on TikTok. Oh, let's top the screen on YouTube too, guys. Let's top the screen. You encouraged me to be here for a while. Top the screen and let's go. Let's top the screen, guys. Let's top the screen. What do you do or changes you've made that moved you from unprofitable to consistently profitable? I built routines. I think the huge play was routines around how you run your business, around how you conduct your trading. Just build routines around your approach. Yeah, routines really need some high level of discipline. I'll be very honest with you. They need some high level of discipline. Yeah, you just won't make it totally because you know how to trade technicals. It's not normally the case. You just won't make it totally because you know how to trade fundamentals. It's not normally the case. But you make it when you mage your technicals, a bit of fundamentals if you can, and most of having the right routines as you conduct your trading. And when I say routines, I don't mean you wake up at 6, you brush your teeth, you eat your breakfast. No, I mean trading routines. Like what are some of the things you do repeatedly every single time to achieve similar results, right? So I built that. So you notice I come around charts around certain times. I wait for certain things. I trade certain assets. What else? Yeah, just build a couple routines. I think I have built. Even around my risk approach, I do the same thing. I'll be honest with you. Like I do the same thing. There's nothing much I change. Like I do the same. Even my students that we teach, by the way, we'll be opening up for June's strategy course very soon, maybe tomorrow for registration. Of course, it's going to be at the end of the month. You guys can sign up for that class. Yeah, where we get into more of like the details around how you can go about risk, how you can go about your technicals, the best approach, yeah, stuff like that. But I don't change so much around my trading, to be honest. I don't change so much. I haven't been changing anything much. Yeah, so it's just like the same thing repeatedly, just achieving similar results. Yeah, but lots of discipline. And even what we're doing now is discipline. There's some guys who right now, they're missing out on this buy. So they're entering lots of buys right now. And by the time price drops, they start panicking. Like, why did I even enter that buy? All right, so you don't want to be in that position. Yeah, let's check out Nasdaq too, right? Yeah, let's check out Nasdaq. Nasdaq is a fun asset to trade. Yeah, we didn't get it right yesterday. I think we got it right briefly up to here, but we didn't get it right ultimately. But we didn't trade it either way. If you did, had luck, probably price came down and stuff. Again, if you check out the 4-hour time frame, it tells us a lot about what the markets are doing. In as much as the daily time frame can tell you a lot too. If you check out daily, there is an area of interest right here. Yeah, there's an area of interest right there. We filled up this week. That could be signs of a continuation, slightly to the downside. But again, if you go down on the 4-hour, this level does not change. It still remains there. But right where price is, there's a level here. There's a very strong level right where price is. It could be like a determining factor for where price goes from here. Kind of. If you look at the 45 minutes time frame too. I know some of you guys do trade like trend lines and all of that, and I just like to give you a perspective based on like the trend lines that you guys trade. All right, so if you look at this, you notice that there's I don't know, you call this like a break of what? Break of a trend line and stuff. Yeah, I mean these simple concepts work. I won't lie you. The only issue we have now is that mentors complicating stuff, right? Like mentors finding names for everything so that they can draw you to them. I'll be honest with you. I'm one of the mentors. I don't do that, no. But I'm one of the mentors, and I'll tell you that I know what goes on in this industry. People will sit behind their chart and they'll put something here and they'll call it whatever. They'll call it maybe like titanium. Maybe they'll call it they'll call it whatever. They'll call it lion STP, and then they'll put this here, and then you'll be asking them like, bro, what is lion STP? How did you come up with that? Nope, they didn't come up with nothing. They just put this here and they just call it whatever. Meanwhile, they're still trading support resistance. They're still trading market price action. They're still trading this is trading like the basic of the basic. But they'll call this stuff whatever they're gonna call it. It's all crap. Okay. If you get to find anybody calling support any different thing, it's crap. Okay, I tell you that. It's total garbage. Why the hell are you calling support an order block? What make sense? Like, why are you guys calling it order block? It's a support, it's like an area of interest. It's just like a resistance level, right? Why are you calling it all these fancy names? Why are you doing that? Just make me understand that. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy anyway. But hey, look, do what you want to do. Make your money. That's what matters. But if you check here, if you guys trade trend lines, the stuff works too. Yeah, price here is like respecting this. It did like something that I think you were taught once upon a time. Somebody taught you that, hey, if you break the trend line, you go back for retest, goes back for retest, price is gonna fall, and that's what happened. Right, that's what happened. Yeah, it's just that the win rate can vary based off this concept. The win rate can maybe be like reduced sometimes because maybe it's you need more confluency, right? So my kind of trading personally is confluency based, right? It's a session based, it's a price action session based strategy, right? Where I involve lots of sessions, but most of price action. But equally, I aim to have multiple confluency around my entry points, because I want to achieve like a very high win rate long term, so that if I'm going to get into a trade, I know that there's multiple factors that favor me to get into that trade at that particular point, right? If I'm gonna like, let's say I'm gonna look for a trade, like let's say right here, look for a buy right there, right? There should be multiple factors, not just one factor. There should be like multiple factors that should favor me getting into this buy or whatever that the case is, right? Yeah, I see you guys laughing about what I said there. Please don't take offense. I just said what I think is, I'm just speaking my mind. Yeah, anyway, this is a critical level here. Let's watch out for this. Let's do watch out for this. Let's go down to a lower time frame. Price indeed looks bearish, and it does look like it's just retracing across this level. All right, it's just retracing across London station high and this low right here. So price is indeed retracing across this level. I do think that right here price is doing something like this before it does something like that. Okay, yeah, at least you know what I think. So I do think that price is going to do something like this before it can fall. So your eyes could be watching for this area of interest. Well, I call them areas of interest. Don't come for me for that, because it makes sense. It's just an area that I'm interested in. Okay, so it only becomes support or resistance based on what candles are doing. So I don't formulate names and whatever, right? My strategy doesn't even have a name, actually. It's just a strategy. I'm not drawing you to me because I'm going to call stuff random names and just so I can draw you to me. I don't need you, actually, to be honest. No, I don't mean it like that. Yeah, no, those are facts. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So what do you call your strategy? It has no name. It's just a strategy. What's the difference between your mentorship and calls and strategy calls? It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It just varies the amount of time you get from both. So maybe the actual main course you get more time. Maybe the other one you get less time. Yeah, but it's one and the same thing. Mr. Nas, some even call them FVGs. Yeah, let's not come for them. I mean, it works. It's just maybe they formulate their own theories. Normal, man. It's the world we chose. It's just wrong if you formulate all these things and just want to draw people to you. It makes no sense. And even, well, the craziest part, okay, my camera went off. The craziest part is even when those people are drawn to you, they're still losing money. Like after you code all these things and titaniums and, you know, sniper what, after you did all that, the craziest part, I'm not against you naming these things, but the craziest part is the people are still losing consistently even after that. Like you teach these names of strategies to these people, but after they're still losing, like they're still blowing accounts back to back. That's crazy. Really crazy. Well, gold is here. It hasn't really done so much yet. I'm still gonna wait. If I leave the stream, guys, make sure to join the VIP because I do throw my trades inside there, all for free. All right. If I leave the stream, join the VIP. I throw most of my trades inside there. Oh, you guys are laughing so badly. I'm entertaining you more than I'm doing my trading here. It looks like it. Excess isn't letting me deposit. Hit them up. Hit them up. They have a 24-hour support team. Just hit them up and ask them why they're not letting you deposit. I had to buy ancient gold around 44.84, but I ended up readjusting my stop after seeing the current retracement. Okay. What are you expecting? Sells or buys on gold? I'm waiting for buys. Oh, you guys laughing? That's why you're relating. That's why you're laughing. The names alone will make you believe you are a millionaire already. Garbage. Once upon a time, there was a guy who was selling like bots and he was changing names. Some South African guy. I don't know where he is. It's quiet now. I'm not mentioning names. I'm not the guy to do that. But I'm just trying to like just have a conversation with you guys. But I remember once upon a time, some guy was changing names about bots and he called this bot this and he called it that and he called it whatever. And I think he ran out of names. I think maybe he ran out of names. Maybe someday he's going to find a name and he's going to come back on the scene. Who knows? How about us one not in the VIP? Well, that's why you should. There's a link in the description right now. Maybe that's why you should join. If we're Mulin and Naren, okay. Just make sure you're inside. It's a good platform to be. But you can also join the VIP. Someone's calling it 71405. I don't have a lawyer. Yeah, you don't have a lawyer. Don't say that. Okay. You said if the candle retraces 50% of the previous candle, there's a high chance the reversal is going to happen. Yes, 100%. If the candle retraces more than 50% of the previous candle, high chance reversal is going to happen. Yes. Oh, you guys are trolling in the comments. That's not me. You guys are trolling in the comments. I'm not even going to read some of your comments right now. You guys want to put me in some trouble now. You guys want to put me in some trouble now. No, I don't have a trade yet. Someone's asking if we got a trade. No, not yet. We're going to wait for this area here. You see this level? We're going to wait. We're waiting for this level here. This is our buy zone. We're waiting for this. Yeah, we're waiting for that buy zone. The difference between my actual mentorship course and strategy course is simply time. Everything shared is the same. It's just simply time. You get more time for maybe a men course because then we have more sessions together. Strategy course, we have a few sessions and then I'll let you be. And then later on, of course, I'll bring you around. And like today, we have a review session. Let me check my calendar. Yeah, I think my team scheduled one. Let me just check. I know that we have a review session. We had a session last week. We had we had a strategy course last week. Yeah, today is the 4th. Yeah, we have a review session. Okay, I can't show you guys stuff now. I can't do it. But yeah, we have a review session today around 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Yeah, 8 p.m. Let me see if everybody's invited. I have a very serious team behind most of the stuff that I do. So everything is well coordinated. Guys, like and share the stream. Let's go. Oh, look at this candle, man. It's tempting. It looks like price can move from here. Look at this candle. But there's not much volume building up there too. This candle is really tempting for price to go all the way here because it's closing above this 23 level. Yeah, let's see how it closes though. Let's see how it closes. Yeah, it looks like you can do something like this, but that'll be chasing the markets, right? That'll be chasing the markets. Yeah, but let's see how it closes. We could make a decision from there. Two things: price can come here, price might not. Why I say might not too is because of the 4,500 level. This 4,500 is this blue line here, right? Yeah, that's around where 4,500 is. So it's a psychology level. Price closing above it might not see the need to come below it if you close above it. Let's see. I'll take out this for now so you guys can just watch the chart for what it is. Yeah, volume has gone down kind of, but I think it's gonna come in soon. Price won't come back to your zone. Okay, I respect you for your thought. Why is it a buying zone? Because price is above it. Anything that price is above is a buying zone. Anything below is a sell zone. Is a package that allows you to be a VVIP member for life. I don't have anything like that. Guys, let's like the stream. Let's go, guys. Let's top the screen. Let's get it 50K on TikTok, guys. Let's go. I think YouTube is not topping the screen, guys. Let's go. That's the way you're showing me that I could come here all over again. Like you're showing me some support here, right? Let's top the screen, guys. Just like the video. Just like the video. Join in, like the video. I know you can only like once or twice on YouTube, but just try to like the video. It goes a long way, right? Yeah. Yeah, forget all these jokes that we're here for. We're here mainly to just learn how to trade and also become better traders. That's the main intention behind what we're doing here, right? Yeah. Let's like the stream. How can I join your course? Links in the bio. I see you on YouTube. Just click the description. There's links there. I like your office. Thanks. You haven't seen most of it though. There's a lot of mess behind me here. But I'm glad you like the small portion that you're seeing. You know that thing where you like do a 9 to 5 home and then you don't wear like a proper trouser, but you can wear like a proper shirt because you're like working behind a laptop or screen, right? Yeah, but then because like what matters is like what is here. So what matters for you now is like what is here. Okay, it's not too messy anyway. It is what it is. Do you trade for passion or money, bro? Bro, what do you mean? Do I trade for passion or money? I trade for money, not passion. Passion won't pay my son's school fees. Am I going to take passion? Like, I've brought the passion. Please here. I'm paying with passion for school fees. No, bro. You too. You too, right? You won't tell your landlord, wherever you are, you won't tell your landlord like, this month I've got passion. No, bro, it's not gonna happen. That's not how it works. We don't trade for passion. No, we don't trade for, we trade to make money. All right? I don't do these things to just because I'm passionate about it. Like just just passionate, you know. I just like to entertain people. No, bro, I'm here because I want to make money actually. All right? That's the biggest motive. No, I don't do this for passion. No. I teach people for passion. Okay? I teach people how to trade for passion. I have a passion to explain things and I have the patience to carry people along and just like, you know, explain these things. But I don't trade for passion. No, I trade to make money. I don't know about you. If you trade for passion, oh, okay. You keep trading for passion. That's a good question anyway. It's a good question. Yeah. Man, this candle looks bullish here. Let's check out Nas100 now. Let's go back, check out Nas100. Man, I'm tearing now. Like, I laughed so hard that I'm freaking tearing now. Yeah, I laughed so hard. I've never gotten that kind of question, man. Like, if I trade for passion. Oh, okay. I laughed so hard. I started tearing. It's part of the stream. All right, guys, this is Nas100 here. All right. Nas100 is more aggressive at 3:30 p.m. All right, there's lots of aggression. If you go check out even yesterday, right, this is 3:30, right? 3:30 p.m. So 3:30 p.m. is what we're waiting for here for Nas100. If you guys like the stream, I could be here till then. All right, 3:30 we see it's called the exchange open time. All right. It's an open bell for New York station. New York station originally opens at 2 p.m. Like trading activity starts then, but the actual opening bell happens in the next 34 minutes from now. 34 minutes from now. Imagine just being passionate and still have bills to pay. I don't know what you mean, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense. You know George Soros? Yeah, I think most of us, we know him, we read his books and just, yeah, maybe we just follow his stories and whatever. Yeah. I used to be a fan actually. Not like I'm not anymore. Maybe I just passed that phase. But I think his, you know, you've read his history where he got some bank broke in a day because of one decision he made. Yeah, go check it out. I think it was luck. Nothing was calculated there. After I got to understand everything, it's just like luck. Yeah. I mean, if you read his books, they make it seem like he calculated everything. He didn't know about it. He didn't know about it. Nothing was calculated. Anyway, but it's a very good. I think it's a very good, entrepreneur, investor, whatever you call him, trader. Yeah. Money is the passion. How much do you have to pay to be in the VIP now? You don't need to pay anything. It's free. You just fund your X's account and you join. You don't pay anything. You just fund your Xness. If you have Xness, listen, if you have Xness account, just send me a WhatsApp message. All right. If you have an Xness account, send me a WhatsApp message. All right. If you have an X account, send me a WhatsApp message. We get you inside here. All right. We get you inside here. Send me a WhatsApp. If you have an Xness account, send me a WhatsApp message. All right. Yeah. So I share trades. Sometimes I'm not live. I tell you guys this, right? Sometimes I'm not here. I'm not live, but I share trades here. Right. Like this is a sell we shared yesterday. That was live. This is another buy we shared. This buy. Did you guys get it though? I don't know. I think we're in a stream maybe. But I think this one here, you guys didn't get this buy. No, you guys didn't get this buy because I wasn't live. This was last week Friday. I was not live. But this was a massive trade. We muked around like over 400 points. Yeah, it was massive. It was over 400 points. This was on Friday last week. So some trades like this one, if you're not in the VIP, you might not get them because I'm not live 24/7. Yeah, but these are all trades. These are all trades. We're focusing on a new one. So today so far, I haven't dropped any trade. If you see here, I just told everybody to stay active, and then maybe they're gonna. If I'm about to get into a trade, I always update. I tell them this. I tell them, hey guys, signal's coming shortly. Just be on standby, right? Yeah. And then like a few minutes after, then they get a signal. Then you know we do the thing, and whatever happens, happens. Yep. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's get to 50K likes on TikTok. Let's get to 50K likes. How about XM? No. I said Xness. What about ProFirms? No. I said Xness. How's the demo challenge going? No, it hasn't started yet. What books would you recommend for new trader to read? Go read Baby Peeps. Go read Baby Peeps. I'm a ProFirm trader and I don't have an Xness account. You can open an Xness account then. Send me a WhatsApp, then yeah, we'll help you open an Xness account. But he was a hedge fund trader. Yeah, but all I said is if you dig well, if you dig enough, you figure out that what he did was not so calculated. They just make it look like that in those books and also in some of the documentaries that they did. Go dig for yourself. Someday we'll have that conversation together, maybe. But I just go check since you brought that conversation. But I try to join Telegram. It tells me to pay like $1. I think that's a once-off fee, bro. You can't pay $1 to just access Telegram. Are you being for real? Yeah, just pay the $1, bro. Like just pay the $1 and then access Telegram. It's just $1. This is Nasdaq. We're waiting here. Let's check out gold. We are at 3 p.m. now. Oh man, look at gold. Wow. This would be a good scalping trade if I'm genuinely being honest. This would be a good scalping trade. This would be a good scalp. This genuinely looks like would be a good scalp. It does, for real. I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get in. I haven't done now. Let me see. Maybe wait for the candle to close. What do you think? The previous one closed with a rejection. The current one has already created a low. We're sitting above 23. Maybe we wait for the current one to close, I think. Yeah, I think let's wait for the current one to close. I think so. Let's wait for this current candle to close. Let's see what's gonna happen when this candle closes, this current one. It generally looks like it could be a good scalp to, okay, not scalp per se, but like, because it's like 200 points, it's still a good trade. Yeah, let's see how the candle closes like. We can make a decision after that. Guys, don't tell me all these broker accounts that you have. If you don't have Exness, just open with the link in my bio on TikTok or with the link in the description on YouTube. And then you can send me a WhatsApp message. Yeah. I'm not interested in with all these other brokers you guys use. Cool. I know you're using all these other brokers and whatever. It's okay. I'm just interested in you having an Exness account. That's a criteria. The best is wait for the close of the candle. Yeah. You know better. I'm expecting a reversal around 4,500. Because everyone's biased. Anything above that is a bonus for today. Yeah, let's see. You could be right, actually. This candle maybe could. You see, it's rejecting again up there, so it could come down, break, because this candle's low is like very close too. You come down, break its low, fall below 23, and then go back inside here. So we need, let's be patient. Let's be patient. Maybe that's what separates the guys who lose from the guys that win, right? Let's just be patient, maybe. Let's freaking go, guys. Let's like and share the stream, guys. Let's go. We're almost at 40K on TikTok. Yeah, let's do better, guys. Let's do better. When I'm hosting the next seminar, I don't know. Maybe let me see. Maybe I was supposed to have done one now, but then a few challenges that we had getting permits from a few places and all that stuff. People block good things. Yeah, they just tell you go get a permit, then they just never respond after you try to get a permit. Yeah, I think maybe August, between August and October. Yeah, between August and October. But definitely in December, I'm going to do an annual meet and greet like the one we did last year. All right. I'm going to do like an annual meet and greet in December. I'll make it an annual thing. Yeah. So this December. But the problem is it's only going to be only valid for people who are in my community. All right. So you better join my Telegram channel or you join some of my community and something like that. Of course, top priority goes to my students, the guys who are part of my course and all that stuff. So those guys are willing to invest in themselves. Okay. That's top priority. And then the rest of you can fall behind the line. Then you can. Yeah, but I'll do like a meet and greet. Yeah. I like those. I like the one we did last time. It was very interactive. Yeah. So we're going to take it an extra step bigger. Yeah. Yeah, let's go, guys. Let's go. This year, most of my focus has been to just try and help you guys get your trading straight. That's why I've been doing lots of streams, lots of strategy courses. Yeah. Lots of in-person meetings as well. So right now we're not doing any, but yeah. We are about like 24 minutes away from the New York Open bell. That's where the fan is going to be. Yeah. No, we can't sell, guys. We can't sell. Please invite me for the minute great. Join my community. Go join Telegram and then we'll probably consider you. I'll post updates there and then you figure out how you can get it. It's free. We don't charge people to come for those things, and just come and like wine and dine. Dine and wine. How do you say it? Wine and dine. All right. Yeah, but we'll take it a step extra this year. And that's why I'm working extremely hard getting these withdrawals. Stuff is very expensive to put together as well. You won't imagine the last one we spent over 100K just to do what we did. Yeah, all of it straight out from my pocket. Nobody else's pocket. Because I love my community. I'll do anything for them. Why do you trade Nasdaq? Because it's a good asset. Let's check it out. Because it's a very good asset. It's getting close to this area of interest too. And we are watching, right? Yeah. And we're watching. We are watching this spot right here. Okay. We're watching that spot. Yeah, that's what we're watching. And this is gold. Do you get tired streaming? No, I don't get tired streaming. Why would you ask that though? No, I do get tired streaming. What amount did you make when you started paying tax? I made, I think, how much did I make? I'm trying to remember. I just passed the 100K got funded account, but I don't have 598 to activate it. What the hell did you just say? You passed a 100K funded account, but you don't have 598 to activate it? Is there, oh, these pro firms have something like that now. Oh, so they make you go through a challenge and then you pass it and then you only activate it if you pay. That's very smart for the business, for the pro firm. That's very smart. But you should dig more if they're legit pro firm though. I hope they are, you know. I hope they are. I'm not a big fan of pro firms anymore. I'll tell you that for one fact. I'm not a big fan of pro firms anymore. I'm not. I'm not against people who trade pro firms. I've done that too. I'm not against people who trade. The only reason why I'm not a fan anymore is because the whole rules have been changing. You know, the whole conditions have not been the same. Everything just keeps changing every single time. There's always a new rule, you know, something hidden to just block you from getting your money. That's why I'm not a fan anymore. I speak that from experience. Even one pro firm that I was once upon a time slightly a little bit loud about because I made some money off, and then it was like, you know, yeah, I mean, I put my skills to it and I made my money, and then, you know, they paid me my money. Cool. But after some time, they introduced weird rules, man. Like, oh, bro, you're scaring me away. You're pushing me away. I'm not going to trade here if you're doing all these things. Yeah, but if you trade pro firms, I'm not discouraging you. Just do whatever you're trying to do. I am a huge fan of trading my own personal money. So even if it's $500 that I can use to buy a pro firm, what I'll do is I'll use it, put it in my personal account, and then trade it. Trade it to see if I can make more profits. Maybe if I double the account, triple the account, whatever happens. But if I make some gains, I'm gonna only use those gains maybe to like diversify into whatever else that I want to diversify into. But hey, I'm just not a fan of pro firms for that reason. A lot of denied payouts these days. I speak from experience. Okay, I just speak from experience. What do you think about Habby Forex trading style? I don't know his trading style. To be honest, I don't know his trading style. I don't know. I can't have a thought. I haven't seen how he trades. Is it Habby, the Nigerian guy? No, I haven't seen how he trades. All I know is that I know he's very influential and he has a huge fan base behind him. That's I think what I've seen and know. I don't know about his style of trading. I don't know about his style. Yeah. You tell me about it. No, don't recommend all these pro firms, guys, in the chat. Please, I didn't say you do that. You're risking people's money. For Nasdaq, you say it's a very good asset. Is it volume, volatility? It's both. It's both. Nasdaq moves every day. Check it out. Every day moves. At least more than 100 points. Some assets, you won't see them doing that on a regular basis. Yeah. For those who are part of the advanced course where you considered your students, yes, everybody part of my strategy courses is my student. And I do, like I'm doing one today, I will do review classes, review sessions with them every now and then. Yeah, so you are part of my database. You definitely will benefit from the meet and greet too. an extra benefit in December. Yeah, you definitely will. You'll be top priority, obviously. What are you looking at, Mr. Nas? I just joined the stream. I'm looking at gold, bro. We've been waiting for gold here. We came after it pushed up already, so we're trying to see if we can get the continuation, if there will be any continuation. Yeah, but the volumes have reduced, so we're trying to see if at 3:30, which is in the next 18 minutes from now, we see if there could be some volume. Yeah, we see if there could be some kind of volume. There isn't much right now. I've been asking how you've been trading for, bro. I've been trading for over like 7 years or something. Yeah, not all round profitable. I'm not like the other guys who have been trading for 7 years and bro, they're like very profitable. I only became profitable, I think, in like my third year. Yeah. So in normal context, maybe I've been profitable for like 3-4 years now. What are we looking for? We're looking at gold. Yeah, it's taken us so long to look for a trade. It has today. Maybe we're playing it safe as well, which is not a bad thing. Yeah, which is not a bad thing. You're better off playing it safe than losing money. Someone says, so if you wait, if you're saying I have an Xness, I can send you a WhatsApp. Yeah, you could. If you want to join the VIP, you could send me a WhatsApp. I think I did put up my WhatsApp on the screen. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this candle's closing small body here. The trend is still very bullish if you look at it. Yeah. And there's lots of volume just slightly above here too. In general, I wanted to see price should. Okay? Rather, I want to see price should in general. Where the entry is going to be, we'll see. But in general, this is what I want to see happen. So today we're looking to buy. Yeah, it looks like we're looking to buy. What would you say to a beginner trader that is the key to make it in trading and become successful? The right education, the right trading education. You save yourself a lot of stress. Yeah, from the beginning, just try and see how you can get the right trading education. I know you'll be caught up in so much educational platforms, and all these things. But to be honest, if you can get the right trading education, you save yourself a lot of stress. Yeah. I went through what they called it, account management. First time I got into trading, the first 3 months I was trading, trying it out by myself with reference to like maybe YouTube and Google and some PDFs. You know that thing, right? Like you're still beginner, you're just doing some research. You want to try some of these things, right? You see Bollinger Band, they explain in the PDF how it works. You go try it out on your MT4 or MT5. You see stochastic and you see all these things. Someone talks about spinning tops and you go try it out too, right? I would do that as well. But I noticed there's not much consistency in that. So in the 3rd month, so I was doing some kind of job slash business. And it wasn't like well paying in a sense, but again, it was still something reasonable, not like well paying, but was something reasonable. So I think in the 3rd, 4th month, I resorted. Some guy I was following online too, right? Following some guys, and this guy just kept on posting, and he was telling people, "Hey, you know what? I I can, if you deposit $1,000 or 500, you can be getting like 500 or 1,000 through the trading every single month or every single 2 weeks. Bro, that guy fooled me. Like, I don't know how damn I was to believe that. Like, I was very stupid to think that I'll send somebody my money and that they would just like be sending me some more money every single month, you know, somebody I came across online, you know. So I did that. It didn't work so well. I regret ever doing that. I would never recommend you give anybody your money. Don't ever do that. Not even me. If I ever tell you give me your money, don't even try to do so. Because what the worst that's gonna happen is I'm gonna lose it for you. Or whoever you're gonna give it to, they're gonna lose it for you. And you guys are gonna fight, and you guys are gonna start going back and forth. And even after you do that, your money is still gonna go. It will never come back, because even though you try to fight back, your money's gone. It's gone. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, save yourself stress. Just learn how to trade. Save yourself stress. Learn how to trade. Okay? Yeah. Forget everything else. Just learn how to trade. You look brilliant, smart, and gentle. I like your vibe, Mr. Nas. Oh, thanks, Mohammed. Appreciate, brother. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Let's connect. Send me a WhatsApp or something. Let's have a conversation. I could share some of my resources with you. Trading resources. Oh, it's free. I'm not charging you anything. It's absolutely free. But let's try and see if we can connect. This candle is what I'm waiting for too now on gold. The recent 1-2 candles, these two candles here, this one and this one haven't been too good. The lows are so close to this level. All right. So it appeared as though prices are going to come back here, close bearish. All right. And then maybe go inside and go up. So I don't want that situation if I buy. All right. I want a situation where if I buy, price can at least take off from that closest spot. But hey, we are like 10 minutes away from the open bell. So let's get ready, guys. Let's get ready. Nasdaq is also getting closer to this level. Okay, BTC, I might not say so much because, yeah, I told you guys sell below this level. This was yesterday. Remember this? Yeah, who remembers this? Yeah, I think I mentioned, guys, sell below here. Okay. Yeah, I also mentioned if price goes above, it could buy to here. But if it goes below, I said sell below here. Look at what it did. It literally just sold. I think I've got a very good prediction site for BTC. If you guys noticed that. Yeah, like most of my analysis plays out really well. Yeah, I mean, let's not talk about gold. I do have it too there. But like BTC, if you've noticed, most of the time, like if you look at the streams, like just follow through. Every time I look at BTC, like whatever I talk about there is like literally what happens. So I don't know. Maybe it's like some urge that I've built around it too. Yeah, guys, like the stream if you want me here for the next few minutes. Let's go. Like the stream if you guys want me here for the next few minutes. There's an area of interest here. Okay, there's one right somewhere. Let me see. Right somewhere here. But there's a way I do that too. And I explain to most of the guys that join the strategy courses. It's not random. There's an area of interest right here. Price is bouncing off it. It could be going down maybe back to this level or back to fill this week. If price has to continue bearish all over again. But I'm not focusing on BTC for now. We'll discuss this maybe sometime. Right now, my focus is Nasdaq and gold. Nasdaq and gold. Yeah, bro. For you, every time you predict BTC, it plays along. Yeah, I think you followed the stream for some time. When do you increase the lot size? When your account is also growing, that's when you increase the lot size. I'm gonna help him lose, yes. What's your view on Asian session works well for your strategy than London and New York? Well, all sessions work well, to be honest. The only reason why I prefer London and New York is because these are times when I am active, I am awake. I had to stay up in the night. I had to stay up in the night. It's time to rest for me. But if you like to stay up in the night, maybe that's the only time you have free. Well, Asian is a good time too. Yeah, it's a good. It's a good station. It's a good station. How do you manage teaching and predicting price movements at the same time? How can I explain that though? I don't know. Maybe it's just a natural thing. Because I could be live here sometimes for like hours and hours and just predicting things and just like also explaining concepts. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. The candles here look very small, guys. The bodies are getting smaller. The volume might be running out. So buying here is a bit not safe thing to do. Yeah. The smaller the body of the candle, the less the volume. That's the best way you can understand volume. Forget everything else that you see on the charts that look fancy. The body size of the candle is in direct proportion to the volume that's present. If the body sizes start becoming smaller, the volume is reducing. Yeah, that's the simplest way you can understand the volumes on the market. Yeah. Oh, you guys are not liking the stream, man. Maybe I should leave here. Especially on YouTube. Should we cut the stream on YouTube, guys? What do you think? You guys on TikTok. These guys on YouTube not liking the stream. Should we cut it? Let's get to... Yeah, let's get more likes on YouTube, guys. Let's go. I like your shirt. Oh, really? It's a plain shirt, though. Just plain. I wear mostly plain stuff a lot. Just... it's not a modest thing. It's just maybe just some preference or whatever. I wear branded stuff as well, but not like the designer stuff. I don't wear so much of that. It's also not just because I don't have enough money to buy those things. It's just maybe it's just like my style as well. I just wear what I want to wear. Yeah. Yeah, I'll end the stream for you guys on YouTube. You guys are not liking this stream. So let's like the stream, guys. We are 4 minutes, only 4 minutes away from the open bell. 4 minutes away. Yeah, the price action today might be a little bit different. Why? Tomorrow there's NFP. Okay, we should always expect things like this. NFP days or NFP weeks come with such kind of market conditions from the past experiences. So, quick look at silver. Okay, I will. I've got the skill, bro. Tell me where you got the capital from. Had a few people that believed in me along the way. Family, friends, close companions. Yeah. When I didn't have, sometimes they would risk what they had for the skill that they saw in me. Yeah. I had my my friends, had my family, so yeah. And also, I'm not trying to say this is for everybody, but like, you're a business person at the end of the day, right? So you have people that maybe you hang out with that are maybe moving at a different level. You have those connections. Use those connections for the betterment of yourself. I'm not trying to say break the bridges. No, don't burn those bridges. Yeah, business is not good after you burn a bridge. It's not good. It's not a good feeling. You can't do one business deal with somebody and then you can't do the second one. Doesn't make sense. I have a lot of business connection. Some are people I don't talk to every day, but we talk every now and then, but strictly for business, and different business would lead to another. And even when I was young, I firstly would go for just creating relationships with people, like trying to like outsource look for who I can get in some kind of relationship with, especially if I see that what they're doing is something that I also like and I want to learn from. I get myself closer. When I get myself closer, I do certain things, and the relationship works out, and they have potential in me, and I also use the relationship to my advantage. Yeah. So if you ask about funding, it's quite a vast thing. You could get funding from different places, to be honest. If you don't have yourself, if you're not working, you don't have a day job, you don't have a business, which is the most closest point of getting funding, your job, your business, right? If you don't have any of the two, well, you might need to extract some connection somewhere, and that connection needs to be some people that trust you. It has to be people that count on you, that bank on you. Loan from the bank is a bad idea, unless if you can go about it in a well calculated way. I'm not giving advice anyway, but mostly it's a bad idea. I don't know, but it's just, you can't tell people what to do with money, right? Yeah, guys, 1 more minute to the open bell. All right, 1 more minute to the open bell. Maybe I'll end the stream in the next 10 minutes if we don't get a trade. If we do, maybe I'll extend it. Maybe we'll see. But let's go. Let's see what happens. Okay, now is the open bell. Notice how fast markets get from here, especially on assets like Nasdaq. But don't get fooled for Nasdaq. It still needs to retrace further. All right, it still needs to retrace further. It still needs to go back up there. Unless it breaks this low, it still needs to go up. Yeah, same with gold. Same with gold, guys. Don't get fooled. Gold still needs to retrace further. I do think so. Don't get fooled. Yeah, don't get fooled. I do think it still needs to retrace. Looking at the kind of candles that are closing here. Yeah. Okay. But join the VIP too, guys. Join the VIP. If I leave this stream, we don't get a trade while I'm waiting, I'll drop the trade in the VIP. Make sure you join this platform here. All right, go join this channel. Make sure you're part of it. Right, join this channel, guys. Join this channel. Any trade I get here, if I'm not on the stream, I send it inside here. I've been live here for like an hour 25 minutes. I might consider leaving the stream very soon. So if I do, look for the links in the description to this YouTube video or link in my bio to TikTok. All right. Mr. Nas, don't you think we all need like Forex awards in Zambia? What for really though? Like, unless there's something going on or whatever. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Nas is already going crazy. It always does. 3:30 every freaking day. It does that. It does that. But I told you guys, as I leave the stream, simply because I've been here for quite a while, I'm still trading. Wait for this to go in this zone. All right. Because price might react around that zone to sell. All right. If price is going to sell, it's going to sell in that zone. This trend is a bearish trend. You might just need to wait. Right. I think it's the same thing with gold. Gold is the volume is just running out. Yeah. Because of your signals yesterday, I passed my funded challenge. Okay, that's good. Is Forex gains and profits liable for tax? Yes, it is. It is. Trading has really evolved. Do you think the market conditions will go back to the same way they were? No, they won't. They always keep evolving, either for the better or for the worse. Okay, but they keep evolving. Definitely, they keep evolving. They do keep evolving. The market conditions you're looking for are in emerging markets. Try crypto. Yeah, I mean, you could recommend crypto, Mr. Digital, on YouTube, but it also is evolving. Did you notice that BTC example, BTC, the kind of price action we saw last year is different from now? BTC is going crazy. Yeah, I mean, BTC, the price action we saw last year, you notice that it's no longer the same price action we're seeing now, right? Yeah, so everything is just evolving. You have to adapt or make changes. Yeah. Guys, I'll leave the stream here. Go join the VIP platform. I'll share my trades. All join the free Telegram channel. I'll share trades there too if I get any. I'm waiting for lots of confirmations that I'm not getting here till now. I thought I was going to get a confirmation by now, but I'm not getting any. Right? And you can see how I trade, right? No confirmation, no entry. I just wait for my things to add up. If I get one, I share with you guys. Most importantly, the VIP. Go join right away. Nasdaq is approaching the zone. Yeah, I think we called this earlier. If you're trading that, you know what to do. Yeah, it's close to the zone, right? We called this earlier, is it? Yeah, but just keep waiting for the next thing. Did we enjoy today, guys? Did we enjoy today? Did we enjoy today, guys? I know we're ending without a trade, yes, but I'm giving you guys lots of ideas that from here, if you can join the VIP, we could execute with confirmation together. Yeah. I know we could execute with confirmation together. I try to come live at least every now and then or every day. Lately, it's like every day. Yes, I try to come live here every single time to provide ideas, to also share trades, and just to educate. Mainly those three things. Oh, look at gold. Look at gold, guys. Look at what gold is doing there. But join the VIP, guys. Join the VIP. I tell you this one thing for sure. Go join the VIP. And let's rock it. Let's rock it. Looks like we're getting a confirmation here soon. Go join the VIP, guys. Links are everywhere around my pages, right? Yeah, they're literally everywhere around these pages. So look for them. Peace out for now. I'll see you guys on the next stream. Yeah, enjoy, trade safely, please. Don't lose your money. Don't lose your account.